No sia abo Ghana this year. Yamamunyina jubie mama kwa basu bie peace 104.3 and was guso uti braso sense ma yensa to so na sem for waje bre waso ne so na nwumre yi ye de beso mu sekase bo ense me bese twan ho neat 100.9 okay 101.7 Ship House and crying abeka junction yeso modi afri ugopie mu e wasante mantemu a yenuanom okura kasebo mu na Hello FM 101.5 radio stations ni Dawson Ghana ena monone wonyina eboa amakasebo yi ebiedu abobo ano social media platforms ahodo ni nyina so kasebo no etwagu ewo so live na ensem bi ebedi akotene kasebo mu bi ene say enhyehyɛ ya bere bi atwamu Ghana ye ne IMF de yensa hyehyɛ ase no yakopon adom nti Ghana ye wie ye yi ho e de afirim na ye ni panyini bi abasika sema onim di wom ebetwetwe nkomo e de afasaji na esi a Ghana yesi no ho osofo wada so ye hwe asase ene obode ne patwe ho hia so ano de atudwa say yensuo ye asase ne yenkwa ye betima bo ho ban a enya aban ko asade Ghana for ensori.
The protection of our water bodies is not the responsibility of only the blue water guards of government alone. It requires a united national effort.
Penyini bia eba amamuomo onim di wo makasa de atudwa emfinhia nan na openyini asesa no na o mampanyin fufura aba abato obesa du mfinhia nan na openyini asesa no na obi fufura aba wo se emwa emma wo man mpuntu a yehwe anim no ye nsantumi nka
enya dia usman asesa mampanyin ni parliament eye ntentententema obetumi akọ wanimu.
Deputy National Communications Officer wasum ND Samonyo kwa kasa de atudwa se enkane Ghana mampanyin owura Jerry John Rawlings oba ye wa ye bi di aboa Ghana popa na yedwa manfo nso a da sebo e be ka ya nom enti June 4 ebrendu ho no mo a Ghana yendi ma no nya ni munyam hye emfa ma opinyini no ene na busua adwade fo wodi dwa e wo makola ene wa chiro krata tintintintin de akoto Ghana mampanyin na pono so kire mu se empenifo hye se ba bi odi dwa no bo mfiri ho owo ho hawo.
We have already submitted notice for this petition to the Flagstaff House. I'm sure it is on the basis of this that you are here to receive it.
We ane nsam dodo na bi ene betodwa e wo no nsia kasebo yi eso kasebo mu aseda
Yeda Seda Emma Osons Chemis, Dwendi Osons Gale Capsules Yanjibinom, MTN Ghana Network in Swede, Baby Abeko Piano, was MTN Agent Ewo a yellow. High sense Ghana a everyday prices for everyday people, yet of fridge. The television set, washing machine, Nina bought from Eddie Free High Sense in chain. Dolphin roofing system, Madame in chain, Papa, do career dance in chain, and yet free. Samson or here spices in here. You a natural spices. Kaneno and how no brano and penifan church yen and yen and anum Eddie Adrian and no hine iron sa and what dear good dear mukama out to be fire Adriane now betted del a watching Lawson Heban Center so ye a donedy a Lawson law care Mr. Wine would you be no more over to chairman on a chair with Shamia over Damase Divine Hope Heban Center so ye a donedy a ye or tria Heban powder Medidina ama and not to for an affair
Sadat Mohammed afei ensem no munchire mu enie brebi atwamu no my Ghana dwane edito a International Monetary Fund ko no IMF ekokopɛ sika kakra ede behwe yen how far ede bebo yen ho bra esanse saa bere no my Ghana tamase hye ye ho papa ye pa ye po ye ho ye hu yasene mu enti afa ye kora to yensem la sulala 2023 mu ho ene ko ka cha amefo se ye hiaska enti ebesere mo mwa yen IMF fofo tese o man pupo muti ene be 3 billion USD o mede ma Ghana semonje na mo fo konko ye ntoto ye ne mboa na mo man no entimi ensensi kwatro do no so biem na hyehyɛ ya Ghana ye ne IMF fofo ko animu no Yakopon adom nti aban yi ba ye wo se ye wie ye de ye huni na enya de obeto so biem eno nti ne Ghana ye yi ye ho e de afiri saa hyehyɛ no emu nya e kire ne se ene wo man no ye nya nidaso ene ma de da na kwa mu sika fam bosia dodo na so ye gye ye no dodo na ye timi atua bere mpo ampenifo hye de to so sabre ne beso no yetua no bere no kura nduru dodo na de yetua e de afiri ho no ma wo my Ghana yenim atumi ada ho na Ghana mampanyin wura John Dramani Mahama betina bedwa kese so 2025 en wodi tu dwa so wode hyehyɛ pa begu apono so asa IMF hyehyɛ ya ye de ho akokodo no ye betima yi ye ho e de afiri sa hyehyɛ na se san se IMF hyehyɛ no sika no wode ma wa no won fa nche o obetimi kompa aka akire wo se ne ebe ye na wo sika no obetimi atua wo bose a wo de na wo sika sem betima koye so o man nti ebi a afi memfa nipa adwuma mu obefa nipa adwuma mu krampo sika se na tuafa mo hweye na wantu ama na mmoro so obeka to se nkane abo ebi akopegyam ensuo bo ebi akokopegyam na se Ghana yetimi ye nhihye yie na IMF nhihye ne ye hu firi ho a ene aban no nipa dodo opa mo na wofo mo adwuma mu ensuo bo no opa no wote so opa bi beka ho opa wonfa bi nka ho enti se Ghana yetimi ye nhihye yie na IMF ko ne nhihye ne ye hu firi mu a ebeboa yen ama yanim atumi ada ho na Ghana ma mpanyini ba ye wode nhihye agu apono so pa aboa ama chese kwan ye fa so na ye bobo sika no ede bo oman no ho bra no chese waye ne yie ama ne bosi abo bebrebe no eso atumi ate ene se befa ye nkura beto ye nsam si ye konkofa ma so ansa na yatigata mu oman mu de ayade aba fom pa ye wo sika so ani die no empenufo de hyehyeye eto ho ani sika no ye ndi ne basa sane ye benya sika de esie na aboa na Ghana fo nyina no atumi enya so mfa so san hyehyeye pa aban ne ba ye odigu apono so atumi aboa ma ne inflation aba fom pa aba begina single digit Ghana cedi so Ghana ni ba bebe dia dan se ne animonyam abam ahoden aba ye Ghana cedi num GDP eno so hweba bi ye gina na kyese eya ne sa sikasemu hyehyeye so no aban ne ya wo ye ni ye ntino aboa ma aban no ne de no so no atumi aye kama na credit ratings so aku ahodo e basikasemu o munim di wo mu ene o ma rate Ghana se ne ye da bi brebi atwemu na ye junk status na kyese ba bi sikasem ne da no wodi ye hwe nye ye atiti se kontebi na so aban yi ba ye hyehyeye pa odi egu apono so no aboa ma ne credit ratings ahodo no o mu de Ghana sikasem na ato bi na kyese ekoye pa se ekoye sa ne de a na edi adanse se o my Ghana sikasem no edana kwa mutrodo o mu so brebi atwemu o Ghana ebobo wo mbosia no ene yetima tuatua ama ye nso ye nima tumi ate ewo manim sika ya pane de esi external buffer no eno so no emu atumi ayedu a edi adanse se wo kina bi so ye ne bi unity a Ghana ye sikasem no entity nsan na chi se na brebi atwemu no ye sikasem no kokoyeye wo se Ghana ye gross international reserve ye japade ya pane de esi nyina no eno so ahura kosoro pa ba bi akwakoduro no Ghana so mpanyini sem ye hunu bi da okekabo mu atwam 14.5 billion USD na te sa busumi nsia sika krampo de ye wo ho no mu ase ye se ye kra ne ma de efra mo no ne a ye busumi nsia sika e betimi de aklekle ye ne ma sa be ya busumi nsia ye di adanse sampa aban ne ba yen hyehyɛ po de egu apono so no ama yen sika sem atumi aye kama afen so ya no mu sika mo no ne sika bi a ya pe bi de asie so no ya de e wo soro pa no so kyerɛ yen sɛ wo kyerɛ bi no so ye ne bi so o man bi so a enkonko nyansunsuan so kɛseɛ e wo man Ghana yan ene yen sika sem so wo se hyehyɛ da Ghana ye ne IMF ntamu no esanse edi ye hu ni nti no ene ochine bi no sa ho kyerɛ bampo ne ye se ye kɔ a enya de o mepupu o mutidi a kyerɛ ye o mehwɛ na emoa bi a ye pɛ no o betima ba ye mbi dodo aban ni gyina so no de asede ni kabea ama Ghana fo nyina asembere santini aho kyerɛ berebe Ghana fo nya abotre de ma aban no na aban hyehyɛ bia so odigu apono so no Ghana fo de akomapa so mu na ene atumi abone ya babeduru ba bi ane ye hu ni se ya babeduru yi aban ni se gyina so wana wodu on sika bo Ghana bosia nyina no wado mu nyina ase se berebe atwemu sika mo de bo Ghana ho kyerɛ bai mo de bo ye mbusa na ho kyerɛ bai ama ene haircut bi ni ade ene ba bi ya babeduru no sa de ne nya de be hu no biem enti eyaseda en wode masafo ni nyina na abani chire mu say IMF wo ko bi shoma se ye from policy coordinating instrument PCI omo de yebekoso na ye no omo ayadwuma na sa PCI ku no omo no enye eku a omo masika anaso omo mabosia enisa wote se Ghana yebekoso ne ye ne IMF PCI ayadwuma na enye sika ne ye kwa akogye na emum oman bia na one IMF bekon hyehyeye obema wo sika na ade abon ho bra no se hyehyeye ne ba wie ya sa PCI ku yo omo no bekon hyehyeye na wo maboa wo se wo sika asem no aya afafa ha na beboa wo we si na ya manje to wo ho ebeboa wo fa wo hyehyeye we egu apono so na aha anti sa no e no mo ba beboa Ghana na etima ye hyehyeye ye betumi aboa omo osia kasi sudua bia mu se PCI no ehye IMF ko na so no enye sika semu hyehyeye no bode be mayen ene enye busa na ye kwa akobo enti na wote ye no wontie ni ye no wokine bi no wotire mu a watima kirekire mu se na ye se na efata krata yi tire mu se ba bi an na ye credit ratings ne da no eye ni da so de ma wo man na obi bia no wo wiase ba bi opeso odi ni sika e ba be hye nnwuma mu o Ghana no e be ma na akomato so akomato ye mu na ma ni da so amodi ni sika aba be hye o man Ghana mu ene eku ahodo ya nkronkra de ya aba nnwuma eku ahodo so mo kwa akopa abosia krompa ne bo ne be ba fom de amomo na hyehyeye na aban so de egu apono so na be bo ma bosia bebrebe ni nyina no eso atumi ate say Ghana mampanyin Owura John Dramani Mahama ede to Ghana fo nyina nim say na ban ne bekɔ so no wayɛ nhyehyɛ pa bɛboa na yɛ nyina yɛtima tena wɔ man a asomdwe wɔ mu na ahokyere enimu bebree wɔbɔ Ghana fo ano ho ba sisikadie no mpinfo bɛhyɛ wɔn ho so ɛwɔ ho na wɔkyena bi no ansa ntete ansa na chi Ghana yɛnsa dwanto IMF sɛ yɛkɔ akɔpɛ abosia wei ɛyɛ krate firi Ghana mampanyin akakyɛ pie mmɔnten so a panyina wɔ kasa ɛde ma aban Owura Felix Kwacho Fosum rahye bedwani wɔno aso yɛ ɔsoafoɔ ne nsa ɛna ɛhyɛ aseɛ
Yajina IMF nkoma asese wo moni o my Ghana aid ni mo na yenim se wo International Monetary Fund won hyehyede emu no wa afempem yenu ene aduonu emiensa 2023 ene wo my Ghana yeyi yenim esekire ye we sikasam ne agitu musa no kwasem ehu hia se ekobo agu ewo IMF enhyehyeye mo enei o my Ghana enkra aye ne IMF edi ewo yen sikasam eho no eho akwa hia se IMF empanifo egine mo na omo biebie nima bi eni so kire yen eno aboye ne asi agina ye ewo ye sikasem ne emu entotoye sesei wo mo apeja wo ma no e kasa de cheyen se wo Bank of Ghana domestic gold purchase program no e wo se ye ma yani eku ho yie esan se eno no se wutietie mu a e sika kokwa ye to ewo oman Ghana ha se ya na Bank of Ghana penifo edisie na daachi bi ye kwan ye hiem ewo sikasem fom a wo mapu aba no ahwe ede atoto ye sikasem ye eho no International Monetary Fund say enhyehyaya ebata sa ye domestic gold purchase program no ehwo no yen sakra ne mom kakra esan se kakra wo makenkan ene de omodi omani adi eche no eche sese ya hwe yi a ebetumi aha Central Bank de sikasem a ehwo ene balance sheet no afei eno nkoda nchen udu International Monetary Fund one mission chief Owura Ruben ne nsem kaye no emu a wose enkomo omani oman Ghana edien aye enkomo a ebeboa ye fefe ewo ye sikasem enkomo mu ene ye sikasem emu ntotoye no nti ye tie ne sa eno bekoso aboa yen papa afi wasanso ne oman Ghana di nkomo sa sabre ya wie yen dwumadie ni nyina ewo International Monetary Fund won sika ne won hyehyɛ ya wode boa yen every afimpim yenu ene aduonu amiensa no osanso akyɛ yen se enema ye di gu akwan mu se beboa yen ye daadaa setenam ewo ye sika se mu nkyekye ya ebeche na ebeta ye chi se kɔ na aboa yen me enema so atoto yenu so no wo madi emu enkomo afi nkomo na san twa de akwa wie se wa afimpim yenu ene aduonu enum no kwasem se wo man Ghana yesika asem de tutu ne ye pa empanifo eda economic management team no ano ato ene ne nkrofo aforce papa IMF say wo ma hunu se ye wanantu wo sre ewe yesika asem inflation no so egina ye oman Ghana sidi ne ho ya akono te setete wa ba ya no e ka bibi di kire yen se bebia ye nam yi se ye ko saa de a e na bra no ene ma be ye e de amayen.
Some of this has been compensated by the valuation changes on the gold, which was quite good. And as you know, BOG has sold some of its gold in the end of 2025. And we have fully supported this decision because it helped to lock in some of the valuation gains on the gold going forward and support the income of the central bank. Of course, I don't need to tell you, gold prices have been historically high, and that supported Ghana's turnaround. It's hard to predict where the gold price is going to be in the future. Commodity prices are always very volatile, especially in the uncertain geopolitical environment. But that's why much of our discussion with the authorities, with the BOG, with the Minister of Finance, is to how to build the buffers using the positive terms of trade shock for Ghana right now, and how to ensure that the economy is insulated from these shocks going forward if and when they materialize.
Sese yesika samna beko so aya kono na yensan so entin san bio na yenhyehyɛ ya yɛde egu akwan mu a eninti ama International Monetary Fund won bailout no yawie ne yie ama nneɛma ekoyie no se betumi agina ho se yaade a ɛne na IMF mpanifo se domestic gold purchase program no ɔsiesi so bio yɛma yɛni nkɔ hɔ yɛma yɛni kɔ hɔ ne yɛtoto yɛ nneɛma yie a ɔwɔgidi ɛwɔ arɛhyɛmu se ɛbra ɛsɛfata ɛho hia se yɛpu yɛsika na ɛyɛ gold na yɛde asie ne biba na yɛbɛtɔn de sika pa na ɛkɔhyɛ baabi ne yɛdi ɛno so a ɛno so betumi aboa esan se sika kokɔ no so kɔ adwadie ɛman ɛso a yɛ wɔn pempi ne ya ne boɔ ne kɔso da kropeti bi gi wom na ate aba fam ɛkɔba ne saa na o reserves ne nyina ayɛ sika kokɔ nkwa na wodi asi a ya na ɛha adwen enti wɔtwe adwen ne asi se ɛnɛ mpanifo anim sika sɛmu ntoto edie Bank of Ghana mpanifo enyina yie se koduru ba bi se sika kokɔ ne boɔ kɔso a ɔmbetu yɛn fo se ye gold na yɛ de asi yɛn ton bi yɛ ton ana dollars na yɛbenya no yɛ de asie baabi na kyɛ se ɛbrɛ kɔ nanim ne yɛ kwa ho yɛ hia mu a ne atwe no aba ne yɛ de aso yɛ sika sɛm no asene ama nneɛma akɔ yie.
We also We also need to remember that 2025 was a very, very unique year. There were multiple factors there which pressed the BOG balance sheet. Specifically, very high open market operation costs. It's the cost of doing monetary policy. Because inflation was high, even though it was decelerating rapidly, the interest rates were also very high, and therefore cost of this open market operations, ample liquidity from the system were very high. And that cost, is a burden on the BOG balance sheet. Also, exchange rate appreciated, which works in accounting terms against the BOG income as well. Some of this has been compensated by the valuation changes on the gold, which was quite good. As you know, BOG has sold some of its gold in the end of 2025, and we have fully supported this decision because it helped to lock in some of the valuation gains on the gold going forward and support the income of the central bank.
Nipa yetene kan yedu International Monetary Fund won dwumadie mu a oye mission chief Ruben Atoyan Samsemi Patricia Sefanfeshane Abdullahi Dasmani ena ede esomya asemi hunti ni aye nhyehyɛ yese ye ne eye opanimpa ya wono ewo nimdie ewo sikasem emu entotoye eba behwe ne adi emu enkomo na ye hunu se de na enemasi ede yekɔ oye professor of finance and economics ewo University of Ghana Professor Godfred Boppin na yehwe se enema etutomu a ye ne no ebedi enkomo ne ebisa se International Monetary Fund 2023 ya wo mai Ghana ye de ho ekodo mpanifo kobo agu eche won se esikasem enema bi ato ajeje mu ma no kwasem obeye ye moa ebeso yasene se se de yesikasem atoto yie enti mpanifo agya ye kwan se ye nhwe ne enkobo ye bra Prof Adama so te enka ye mo atwo emu akwaba peace news sunie.
Yeah, Miss Mimawajo, any TFO in Patempom Tisen.
Oh, Yehoah dom ye ho ya browse say cry yate and commodity free IMF way. I say Mora no was sura and yasam ketu akra prof.
Good news on one hand. Say Yetimi exit IMF program. But of course, you are making good progress. But also the performance of the economy, the structural reforms I can't see a very. Some of them were implemented with delays. Some are also outstanding. And we are finishing the IMF program all right, but vulnerabilities exist. So we are not completely out of our challenges. So program number some relative stability, but we don't have resilience. So and I will share the approach our government adopting now. It looks to me government itself recognizes that we can easily go on a reverse on some of the progress that we have made. So how do we guard this stability, these limited gains that we have made? It's been very expensive. And I'm sure Enonti Namama are buying our call requested for policy coordination instruments, which means we need that kind of external anchor to give credibility to our homegrown policies. We are old, but we are not matured to be able to manage our affairs independently with a level of predictability and confidence after 69 years of independence or so. So, yes, we can say that we are finishing the program. We certainly will scale the work. We will pass the 6th review and finish, but it doesn't mean that all is well with Ghana. It doesn't mean that if you are traveling from Accra to Kumasi, it's going to take you less hours. Or if you go to the hospital, it's going to take waiting time is going to take less hours or something. There are structural issues that still persist that under the program, Yentimi and resolve satisfactorily. So for me, it's not a time to really celebrate. It's rather a time to roll our sleeves and rather work harder. Because there's a lot of work we have to do to make sure that these gains actually manifest meaningfully in the lives of ordinary Ghanaians. And see, we are a long way. And as a share approach, a buying adopted year 2025. In fact, it didn't start from 2025, from the previous administration. The second is the fiscal consolidation. We suffered a little bit of relapse with the 2024 election. The government brought back the program strongly. So if you look at the cost that we have incurred in order to restore this macroeconomic stability, we have to guard it with all our life. We have suffered so much. The people of Ghana have suffered so much, and we have never suffered under any IMF-supported program like this current one that we are exiting. And it's very pricey. My prayer is that politicians will be humble, managers of this economy will be humble, and they will look at what the average Ghanaian has gone through in order to have this service so that we can preserve it, build on it, build resilience, build on that, talk about structural transformation, productivity transformation. And for me, it's not a time to celebrate. It's a time to reflect on what we have done to ourselves over the last couple of decades. And all of remember, this is essentially our 18th IMF-supported program. Since independence, we have spent more of our years after independence under the guidance, supervision of the IMF than we have actually spent on our own. Even under the Fourth Republic, since 1993, we spent more of our quality years under the hands, supervision, guidance, monitoring of the IMF than we have spent on our own. It doesn't speak well of us as a country, as a sovereign nation.
Okay.
We have not been able to demonstrate consistently that we are capable of managing ourselves, that we love each other, that we are implementing people-focused policies and all that. We are not. As we speak right now, we are in this country and we are presiding over the destruction of our water body through irresponsible mining. And as a country, we cannot wake up and say, let's resolve this. I'm sure one day they may have to take an external institution, another program for us to recover our water body. That would be a shame, and I'm sure that's the path we are on.
Prof. Adama, Osho my Ghana bako semua yakon IMF efiri ho main kind crown bese mako bese edu enum from 1966 ekopem 1970 o my Ghana IMF bailout ebaye ben 1983 ho eno so emu senseme wo ho 2009 eno so de e wo ho between 2015 and 2019 so de wo ho na say the recent 2023 and then 2026 dia ye no ye die mu enkomo yi say ye ko ne esan so ba saying for 15 consecutive times prof what wa e de na ma yam hyehyɛ wo 18 wa ho
18 times.
Okay, it won is an idea and ma o yam hyehyɛ yen ye nu yi a yen san so nsua ɛho nimdeɛ a ni nti de bia ye kɔ ne aba ye kɔ ne aba yi.
Oh, unim bibi yen sua hwe o. O ka se sua bibi. O de se sua bibi, o de hwɛ se ye fight. If se o fi se ye sua bibi a won, o de hwɛ se ye dealing with this illegal mining and irresponsible mining. Se ye sua bibi a, o de hwɛ se ye bu o mining hwɛ our the way we are handling them, but yes, crisis, there are those who benefit for this. The political class, they don't lose anything. It's the ordinary Ghanaian. It's the ordinary Ghanaian. So because of that, development never reaches the ordinary Ghanaian. Look at the SUBB. To our dream.
So you foresee say you best a call.
Oh, now I'm from who train you. Who is a young cohobium? To our dream. Look at the way we do our politics. Look at the way we manage our affairs. It may not take the usual courses, IAD and IMF, but it may take another form. It's very painful. It's very painful. Look, 2026, are we not still talking about sole sourcing? Hello, are we not talking about sole sourcing?
Yeah, Prof.
Single sourcing, are we not practicing it? We've been talking about this the past 15 years or so. Look at Bank of Ghana's books, 2025, the audited report that was released. They've been years here.
Prof, would you say we say we can't say leaders no. Even though you call IMF now to them, they don't lose anything, but the ordinary Ghanaian and na ne ho ekemu ekakra. Ebred we say
when we say minister be on the V8 because I call IMF. When minister be to the throat room because the Ghana acquire IMF. When will be that?
It's Ghana for the yenye day. Should we stand for ourselves?
I think that we need to take another look at our democracy. There are those who continually are paying the cost, the price for our democracy. But the managers of our economy, they know what they are doing. The officer, the politicians at the top level, they know what they are doing. They are not the ones paying the price. It's you and I. It's ordinary Ghanaian. The price, it comes in various forms. Yeah? And then who Kumasi, who the trafficking minister on moto do they stay in traffic? Hello, when more trafficking?
Me who be sad.
So they are not feeling it. What the ordinary Ghanaian is going through, they are not feeling it. Some of them, when they are sick, you know where they go to hospital. You know where they take their children to school. Go and check the free senior high schools. Students, they've been moved that form. Go and check. It's not like we've lost hope and something. We can rescue this sustainably. At least we have seen in the last 1.5 years certain measures that government has taken. We commend them. We need to sustain it, but we cannot pick and choose where we want to sustain.
Okay.
Yeah, in the next 5-10 years, Ghana may have to be importing water. Is that a good thing for a country to do? Hello, is that a good thing for a country to do? In 1997, South Korea, I'm talking about South Korea because from independence, now Ghana, our GDP per capita was higher than South Korea. In fact, in 1961, 1962, Ghana's GDP per capita was slightly higher than South Korea. 1957, Ghana and Malaysia won independence from UK the same year. In 1997, during the Asian crisis, South Korea had to go to the IMF for a bailout. The fund agreed in excess of $58 billion. South Korea utilized just $21 billion. Just by 2000, 2001, they decided to pay off. In fact, they actually made a call to the nation. People brought their wedding rings, jewelry, whatever. They sold it and pay off their debt. They won their national prize. And since then, they haven't gone to the fund. What do we learn from this? Where is our pride? Where is our pride? Our forefathers laid down their lives for this country. When we took over, we said no. We choose self over the common good. This is what we have done. We should not give up. I think we have to talk about it, and we have to bury our political differences, tribal differences. We have to do something about it. Look, every year over 500,000 people enter the labor market. Between now and 2030, over 700,000 people will be added to our population every year. Will be a hospital. Somebody is giving birth at the hospital. And the person is also hoping to have a future in this country. This is what we should be thinking about. But I think that we can do something about it if we want to. We are capable. We are capable.
In Comoine, it offer Bomunina, International Monetary Fund bailout, no my can ye and Pennyfue Jayaquine. Nenso son coma and a prophet, the prophet by saying it does not necessarily mean, sir, ye economic or how no any number a year.
No, we haven't. It hasn't. There are challenges we need to address. We need to rise up to that. And I think that leadership, we have to show leadership. We should not pick and choose where we want to succeed as a leader. We must appreciate what the average Ghanaian has gone through. Look at Ghanaians who are suffering in South Africa. Look at those who die on the sea trying to cross to other countries. Why should average Ghanaian go through that? This country, we have what it takes for everybody to be comfortable. God has given that to us. On top of that, He has given us conscience. Yeah. When we wake up in the morning, our stomach should not give us the direction we should take. Our conscience.
But Prof, in 30 seconds, and son, I may say beside question will be: do you see it, sir? On my moon, at this year, Ghana for no, you are standing for ourselves enough.
No, we have not. When you look at advanced countries, what their citizens demand from their leaders, we are not there. And that's why I'm saying that we are all part of it. What happens in that small society in governance is a true reflection of what happens in the larger society down there. So we all must, when I say rise up, I'm not talking about certain revolutionary or something, but we should be able to demand what is right must be right, regardless of who is looking at it.
But Prof said, who power actually? Prof said, yeah, we can't even who actually. So my muna this year now be called Ben Chrome essence unity and a wujina with the coin a year. Says so my moon so crowd the amanya some na do create a crash tomorrow.
Yes. And remember this what politicians want. But we must also realize that and educate the people. And our discussions must be evidence-based. Let's take emotions out of it. Let's look at the data. Let's look at the facts and all of that. I'm sure with time we should be able to make progress that will benefit. Some people, they have not seen what is going on. But when we have discussions like this, I take myself out of it. You should take yourself out of it. But let's look at the average Ghanaian. The average Ghanaian. What is left with them? Okay.
Yes, sir, that's a papa prof Monikasa. Nipa yeneno di nkomo yi eye opening pa wono ewo nimdie or professor of finance and economics at University of Ghana, Professor Godfred Bopin and yeneno ekasa yi.
Wo hene a woni entam kese no na sa hene no wonko da. Na wonko da so a na unya bakwasem. Na omai bia so no ewa bakwasem a Ghana yenso ye wo bie. Na ene May 15th ekaka Ghana for asembia berebi atwam wesiye ewo my Ghana mu a ene May 15 bi aduru hono mu a Ghana yentoto da ponda nase na wo body rate nyamanyoko NDC mukura mpodi omode omukura ne sekosua a omunsi ni fom ene say May 15th berebi atwam afi apema hankono aduoso nkono eye 1979 sabre no wasra ni a na ne rank no o chese oye junior rank kra junior soldier Jerry John Rawlings wabobo asrafo nkuma no na omo ye say sabre no wasra ne odi Ghana so General Fred Akufu amamu wa no wobuo no enso ani enkoye enti na soldier fo nkuma no komo behwe na omagi tumi no e de fi General Fred Akufu nsam soldier ni panyini o na chese omo ankasa na babetena Ghana bedwa kese so na omatoto oman no say soldier fo nkuma na ku omo plan na ye na nkoye Jerry John Rawlings woni sa soldier fo nkuma ni nyina no ye chi omo na ye chi omo dom koko gina committee anim tie omo no asem no ene ye say na ma ye treason e wo se anim ko gina foreign squad anim na ye ku mu nyina na gina sia committee ni si ye no sa abra no soldier ni kumu aye friend Jerry John Rawlings original na so ka se de bi menu no nkuma ne de omo nyamfom so bia eye me na me boabo wo ma no eye me na me de apobitu wo mutirim eni se mo hunu si ayamfom so de a ene munja soldier fo nkuma no mo mfa me nkwankonko gina foreign squad no na munkume na ansa no bi be ye ni bi nso no na e wase na ensemu a sabre no soldier ni Rawlings adi tu dwa no committee no kra na to makoma so amanfo mo ho na chese o ma ye din ade ye chinye na chese obi anim se Rawlings ayamfom so no afa uti sin krai kromu a uhuni se amanfo atwungome support no mo de Jerry John Rawlings se ye nja no na wonyamfom so bia enti gina sia committee ni sie bekunu no e ma committee no krampo no atwentwe o mo na ase na mpenufo ye sese bibia asesa de a 1979 June 4 opinion no ebe you know na de gina foreign squad no na ya body tu okuno June 3rd anadwo da so mu e na soldier fo nkuma yi bisa aboabo mu hu biem ba bia Rawlings de na kwakosie no omkoko bu prison dan nani na ye yi no adware nim adwane nim ensuo nim ye yi ni free barracks hono mo a de ne ko GBC e na omko announce ye say Jerry John Rawlings was happy na ku no se say de omatumi aye enti June 4 na te se ku no asoja fo nkuma omatumi aye awo Ghana mu a owura Jerry John Rawlings na te se oba be yo band de ni na enne ani mfinsi aduanan so 47 years pepepepepe May 15 saade no esiye enam so ama panyina be de kire ho nkita hudie hu nsem so de ma chinya manyoko NDC owura Gordon Akugan ene Central Forecast saade atudwa sa kukudu asabre no Jerry John Rawlings wojaye ene nukuredi okoko PM committee na nimpodi tudwa no e wo se Ghana fo nyina yama no so yani na yebo na baso pa se wayade ene Ghana ye ti asundwe mu kemamka bi eye adwuma na ene Ghana enema ekoyi a ye ntibe nyi opanyini Jerry John Rawlings emfa mfirim ene da ponda wo se ye kai no na yebo na baso
ye da baako a ye mfa ni agro ye da ye di si ho se anka His Excellency JJ Rawlings the trade school oye answer CD and I say aim to me another 15th of May time ye no eko jina court martial ye to na no o jina simpie so e ka say obia ni wa say ye no efra sa dwumadi yi ono na edi enim ema okoye sa ku no enti bibia ewo ho bia no o jina brane ye mfa ensue no na waye krado so be dia to enti June 4th eye eda sojafoɔ a JJ Rawlings ejina ye egie omuti se omunim hu bi no omo so omo sorry ye
na eno akire no ena owura Godwin Akugan woka say biem no de atudwa say June busumi efre ni June no NDC de omo ntoto na sekura isa say June busumi mu no enema dodo na koso mu sa abre no a ene NDC fa pem no omo yifiri mu a enye ye
NDC nyema yegina soro dodo na esi ewo month of June enunti NDC June no de ye friend NDC month inti ene 15 May yegina so na ye de abo etiefo nyina na se de to centrefo nyina enim se dwumadie a eda yenim in the month of June no ebe starte and as ebe shase on the 4th na ye de June 4th no ebe ko banda a ewo bono region na ansa na June 4th ni ko June 10 enso so eye eda ye de esiwa ye de lectures na ye de kire Ghana for inkankani mebunu a June 4th no 1979 omu ehu ekwan a eba aso no
Penya be de akira owen kita hodie hu nsem so edema chirinyama nyoko NDC Owura Godwin Akugan ena ne wone nsentwerefo edi ahia wode sansem yi atudwa George say ena de sama ne boyi ebeso yen
so afa wono ene hwe yen sanse ene emu anonom di atwede ampo nyankopon di atom yen ono kroya na soko elembele abaton pesa so a woye wo mra sebedeni onumonyamfo Emmanuel Amakofibua wode atudwa se oman Ghana se ye boyen sanse ho akra afa yakwaye ye hwe yensu ani akra oni nyina wobrekrai ho erema asem no enya aboa ne nko ha na ekoba ne se ye boboa no ne ye toto ye niema yi a abaya wote so nkwantu nye abaya watwam so nkwantu nye nembom eyomamu na de hye nyina na wose ye babenkrom na ka yenti epam ho ye gina nanam ahemfo esreso afei wo mo a yesom dada som oda no ena afei so empanifo a ewo ye nsanse ne so oka bie wo mu no ye gina won nyina atumi so ene ye kadifo a ye betimi abo ye nsanse yakwaye ene ye nsuwa no eho ban wo de sanse bi nyina to twa wabrekra nei wodi nkomo ede a kye yense ensu a eho te eka ho bi eme yapomudin no egina yie ensu eho te eka ho bi ama nei yemfudie a ene so yetu eho akora no ene so egina ye ede boa yen papa wase a kyem de akwa kire yense ene yenya ensu eho te na yenya galamse ewo ho na yesa ensu ne bi enom a eyeyi a ene kyese ye bambo mu nsem no ensu gina yie pa Owura Emmanuel Amakofibua egina sesei bambo mu enhyehyede a aban yi enam na so yeso ede hwabo yensanse yakwaye ena afa yensuwa no eho eban sesei se wokọ eye Blue Water Guard wontumedie mu a nipa maako ahenan aduonum emienu 452 ena sesei so wo ma pass out ekoka de down ho a ne wo 2071 wo mu gina mu se wo behwe no aye enema ahodo ede yabo yensanse no eho akora dwumedie kon so ewo elubo eno wo twomoro abato empesua so ewo atoye mantamu.
Let me be clear that the protection of our water bodies is not the responsibility of only the Blue Water Guards or government alone. It requires a united national effort involving chiefs, opinion leaders, youth groups, civil society organizations, religious leaders, the media, and every Ghanaian. Water is life. Without clean water, rivers, and safe water bodies, our health, agriculture, food, security, and future generations are all placed at risk. This is why government remains resolute in its commitment to winning the fight against illegal mining and restoring the dignity of our environment. Today's personal therefore symbolizes hope, resilience, and renewed determination.
Owura Emmanuel Amakofibua asanso de atudwan se Blue Water Guard na penifo bo won ho kama won tete no o madwuma no mo chance nche ne so hwe ni pa wo se mensini bia ye de wo mo akono ensuwa bia ye de wo mo beben kwaye bia ye de wo mo ebeben no o hwe ebo ho ban yie e matutwafo ene wo mo adwemponi wo won tim enya kwankotu fom gudie wo emra ehyehyedie mu enso wo ho.
I have to be very clear about this. Almost every district that we have deployed Blue Water Guards have witnessed improvement in our water systems. The initiative has become a strong deterrent against illegal miners who once operated with impunity within our rivering communities. You are going out, and as I've always said, in the spirit of the young pioneer, to defend our country and the future of our heritage. And we trust that with this mandate you've been given, You work with commitment and dedication.
Nipa yete ne nkan so afa wo hwe yen sansen ene emu anonom dia atwedi ampo nyankopon ede adom yen elembele abaton pesa so no asebejani onumonyamfo Emmanuel Amakofiboa na wodwumadie no ase no base commander ewo military base a ewo ena empanifo egina mu ede ntete ma blue water guard fo yin opening pa woda no wo ho Oran Samuel Boatin Esedu enso de tu dwa se obese water guard fo no se ena ye ka wo mu nsempei se wonua no ma ahye adwuma na se no ye adwuma no totin no wo mu so afeni ade wo mu koka ho osere wo mu ada wo mu nkoso anya adwuma no na animonyam hye enka bambo mpanifo a wode ntete e ma wo mu.
The objectives of the training are to develop the capacities of the trainees to identify and report illegal mining activities within and along water bodies and further build their capacity, collaborate with law enforcement agencies in line with their mandate. Their mandate, their mode of operation is non-confrontational, but to create awareness on the destructive effect of illegal mining in communities and to operate as intelligent officers to authorities. To achieve these objectives, the training was divided into 3 phases, each with a specific focus. The phase 1, which was the foundational phase, focused on drill, basic fitness, and first aid techniques. This rigorous phase was essential in ensuring that trainees were physically prepared for the demands of the program.
Baby antete ekon so ampanifo agina mo amasese die wa hye wo nyina ni monyama wo hwe ama wo aba monten so no ezelebo military base ya eno ewo ho onumunyamfo Samuel Boatin Esedu ono na ye base commander enso ewo ho wo brekọ adwumadie no ekoso na ye nsanchuoni apia dankwa wo Rock FM ewo ho bi
adwadifo wo di dwa ewo 31st December Makola market ye fre ho no mu A and B enefie dey wo ti ohugu monten so ye wo ye kire na wo ye kire wo ye no wano eno o mampinina tena Jubilee House okoya na okope Ghana mampinini ankasa wado di sem petition no wadane da mo mampinini na wo kire mu se wonante sie nyina ne se fa ko wodi dwa ewo Makola ho A and B Accra Metropolitan Assembly AMA e kire se wotu wonase e de afiri ho na adwadifo kire mu se na ya sora na pakra fesi yakọ adwuma ha na ye betina na ye adwuma hu enti wo pam ye no ya no aduane e na wotu agoyi e din pa na yemfo ya brabo e nkonkoye na wo kire mu se bi mpredus asase no mpo no se nka wambo obi amane na wo betina so a emre santini se nka ho no mu wofu but ho no mu siesie ho enti se obetu na mo bi wo ho no mu a na wayi wo maso tire se ebi amame nom enafie de ne na wotwe aye ba ye ba be yensisie wa ha enti mu nsore ha na ye sanche mo ba bi o mu nko bibia sa ni ho enti wo pam ne se wo mfiri ho no ehe no nkonko ye adwuma na ma menum kirem so mo do mu ntia mpuntuo na emom campaign fofo akwampa so no mu di nkomo e kire omo ne omonye e bra wo mu mfiri ho eni ba bi o mo nko ankasa brenje ne se wate ho gu monte so a wo ye oye kire yi na wo so wo kan se nyadwadifo mienu miensa asem na wo kan yi baako ha nu ne aduanan 240 adwadifo ho asem na wo kan yi eni so mampanyin anka bi na AM onya tumi na wo di tu omu firi ho no mo no aduane e na kyese abo omu yi
Papa, ya pa wo chow any ya mami Jemensa, ya mami Vice President Obatanya, ya mami Aldina, ya di nyami di pa mu chow, ya mami Obatana wa yam sisia, Obata wo yam susuma wo ma, ya sa mo fra ya kuta wom, enya mo fra ketwa. Ya be ya di dan ya timi ahwa wom. Papa ya sramu o, mo na mo ka bia wom o, ya di nyami di pa mu chow o, anu nti de ya tu abama ya mami Jemensa, esa odo do ya oba ne dia obamu a, e me nyira be ya papa yere Angela Dina monka bi maye yani nkrofo na eye adwuma ya use ya wa Makola ha sei yani na yani mamefo anum na eye adwuma ya pamocho market yi na nakunadu hu ya mobo ohu e ma disuade e no si market yi ma yen se yen tina mu ni afanya adwuma na ada na mahwa ma ye mpanifo na wuo yiti mense ewu na nakunadu awu afuna mo beje market na free ensem titi Makola ya papa mahama ya siraw ya di ade se ade bawanim ya mami Ladina first lady ya mami Jane vice president Obatampa Siema Sufre Nwema Mabo na ma ya bre yes the first lady You be fast president chop. You say momo. Hello matampe. You need your bedi. You must go. You must shame. You long jia. You see a sister $100. You go far away. You go for dollar anyway yo. Nibi. Fast president. Nah. Yes, no. You mama Lodina. What do you say Marcus say with you? We are more what say. You need dollars. Baby, what do you need baby ako? You pay why you slamo. Someone say I'm pipe. Na yan sinem. Ni menya ni hebedi.
Adwadifobia wodi dwa e wo makola A and B woni nie. Na eno atie no panyina wo hwe akire setitena ni. 31st December Makola Market Traders Association. Ori Ebenezer Brekran enso kasa bia wo kirim se. No mo hwe ni mu de from panyini nche nyina ne se obefa tetefun keke. Won frɛ amra do da mantam ya no. Won kasa no ho keke. Na wonim se panyini ka obenya ba bia se fata no na wadi wondwa.
We have already submitted notice for this petition to the Flagstaff House. I'm sure it is on the basis of this that you are here to receive it. And all our grievances have been outlined in detail in this petition. And we do believe that as you receive it, it will go to the president. And then we hope that we also get a reaction on this particular petition. So I present to you our petition.
Ora Ebenezer Brekran, opening na hwe chire setitenani. 31st December Makola Market Traders Association nenenie na Dr. Samuel Aye ejina wo mampanyini di mu a krata adwadifo edi ba ye wo so mu na Dr. Samuel Aye wo presidential aide government communications wono so kasa ya wo kire mu say ensima adwadifo no akanyina no watie na so pam na o pasma aka kire nyame amframa na wo ka kire no wo enti se na o ma cheche ma kire no onyi ba kokora mfirim ono so beka ne sa pepepepe ede akire omampanyini omampanyini aso tia ne omampanyini be ye de afa ho no adwadifo omo so bete
Omanfa Emrano ansha omonsem omankwohye obi dan omankwohye obi ka omanfa nsuo ana eja ankoye bibia ni kwansa omoye omafa emra kwanso aba the seat of government say omode niema ha omo no eba beto ye papa His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama ende because omo ogidie ma papa say ye papa de onsi nsuo mansa no waham na bosha o hye nyina ya de a odi so omo ogidie pa say ade a ha omo no obepe asem no pomasibre e wo ne kwanso enti me bo mabaso say omabedu na omodi ebuo ni didie ama ye papa His Excellency the President me fear ya me de sa petition yi e ba koma the appropriate cutters a omo hwe dwumadia etise hu na me wogidie mapa se enche mo beti empanyefo nka.
Dr. Samuel Aye was sum aban e wo mampanyina tenaye e na wogina wo mampanyini di mu a krata adwadifo edi ba ye wo so mu na wo de sansam yi etudwa Abdullahi Dasmani na manebo enie
Opani bankwa wonimtie ewo amamuo ensem ho wono kro ya yedu University of Ghana wo ye opani a wogina mu echante ewo ho Dr. Daniel Apia wo kasa de ache Ghana fo nyina se ebredu se ye besesan yadwen ene kwan a nyina ba bagye atumpreko kopese ya mamuo no enyina emfie 9 pe ose ye moaye ni o ene nti na ama ye mpuntu ato ape saa wo man Ghana hasen ose ye to abade ama obi so medi mampani emfie 9 a entwa ye ye san so to abase obi nko man Ghana mra so beje fie emfie 9 emwa ye ndadaada enti wo senka sabre ye hunu ne ate ase ne agye atum na nka ya sakra saa ne manimu ne apagya mu ade akọ animu ene awia yi awe prem to breka se boso no Dr. Daniel Apia no ne ohene wa kese ene di nkomo Dr. say ye hwe abibiman ahodo nhyehyeye mu a oman Ghana nkwa na kamia ye se ye mamuo no eye mfie 9 pe wo se yemfa ye nkwa akiri kura wo hwe amahodo bi eso a obi kura de omamamuo no enkwa animu kura no eye mfie num na so oman Ghana ene Nigeria de ye de mfie 9 akyekyere ye ho abraye hu ne se mfie 9 so emmoa yen ene no nkwa na de tu anamon opani se no kwase mewa eche ye se hwe wo mo obi mfie 9 wo metena kunya so emebu oman no a oba no onim se ebre ne ye kituwa bi de ma no eto no so enema bi a wo ye se mpuntuo no wo ye fian ene de ma yen ontena se enwene de ebeboa yen aboni be ka se eye long term development is on se onim se ebre ni nafa wo ye kuma bi no wasan so akwa gina abato ano eni nti ne oman no ye mpuntu dwuma no ehihim santi ye me ni na ho ne enwene ho bio.
As a constitutional review committee omampani ete no sene awaka no yɛwɔ aman a ɛwɔ bibi mɛma ɛyɛ 54 ɛyɛ Ghana nkoa ne Nigeria nkoa ɛna yɛyɛ 4 years ɛnyɛ ade a wosoma asesa mampanyin ne parliament ɛyɛ ntɛntɛntɛntɛm a wobɛtumi akɔ w'anim na ɛtɔ so biom no nso wohwɛ amanɔne ɛyɛ aman a ɛtu mpɔn no a ɔman biara ne hɔnom a ɔde 4 years wa practice a ɔtumi watumi de atu mpɔn da sɛ woyɛ 4 years a abɛm sɛ ɔda yɛ so a wobɛtumi aso a ne sɛ bi a deɛ wobɛyɛ ne sɛ mmɛkɔ akɔyɛ bi a nkokɔ nketenketen project bi President Mahama ɛmra ɔbaa yɛ ansa na ɔba bɛfiri so ɔbɛfiri so no nso sɛ nkɛmfa nkɔ mfie no mu ɛna ɛni wasan so de aba ɛne nti mfie nom no deɛ ɛno yɛ ɛyɛ the least standard a ewiase nyinaa no aman bebree naa no ɛpractice.
Dr. Daniel Apia say yenhwe ye man pani ya wodi kan wanya ne ba bi krotwe danfo nyakopon adam on crown ne kra emfa emma yen osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah wo se hwe pani na mamuo hwe mpuntu dwuma ahodoa wo ye ya sampuntu dwuma na enne one ye mienu ye nyina ye to eso aba wo se hwe bibi te se akoso modern project wo ze we di mfie na ye akoso modern project ye di mfie na ene ye enti osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah hwe na pen so onya abre mu wa ema wo ye mpuntu dwuma so emu wa enne enchirima ye di eso mfa so ye ma wei enka aka yen se emfie na na emwa ye otom ye sakra ya dwen
Kwame Nkrumah beso no wa brand na sanke ye practice 4 years a nka akoso mo da mi ayeye enya de nko betimi aye because Kwame Nkrumah eba ba mu CPP 1951 ina 1952 ye no prime minister into Sabrina na prime minister near 4 years a eka 52 na ebedu 1960 no free so akoso mo dam 1960 ni anyi me nyen hwehwe mu bia ehunu se 30 years ni pan ye mature da na so ni mature na dia menim ne se ye di binumu ato aba ama ebinumu a wo makọ ma so bejomu a omo ewo omo early 20s
nipa yete ne nkan ayo opani a wonim die ewo amamuo mu yedu University of Ghana lekona oye checheni so ewo ho a nipa wonkita hudie ene wo che Dr. Daniel Apia
NPP amanyokuo ne mabia wo wejagbawe abato mpesu aso ena wonkoko apai na wanantia fi wejagbawe ababepim wo NPP amanyokuo no headquarters na wo baaya na chese wo hawo wo nyina ne se ye Ghana fo nyina ni mu asem se enche Osuna manyuku NPP be kwa abatu no makoto oba e de apa wo mpenifo obeso manyuku no ewo impesu ahodo so e na mpo wonatena ye kesie mu na eno NPP manyuku yi ma kire mu sei enka ne delegate bi a na nkomo support former member of parliament orumunyafo tina mensa ene mpenifo be weja constituency no o ma dwa sankofo ne lie pa mo mpese ono mo benya bibia mpo aye nyina se bere bi atwamu no sani pakuo yi na mo support orumunyafo tina mensa enu nti no delegate list mpo ye de beto saaba no saafu ye omu nyina din di afrim na wo kyerem se no ane sen na mben abanyoko ba kumu dipa dede bawo kokko bawo eyekrobofo ma aba ne yakwa akoto ne yeka se ye de tawe achi na we mususu ye so tawe achi enti saaba no kwampo ye to we atwam ade nti na ne mu be yi ndin e de free delegate list nim o mu se edom ene de chichire kuro na ye pedom susu wa na NPP mu ka 2028 enti ne yakoso we jagbawe no samo ahwe na ma nka ho asemo a anokro ene yedom amope na modagi tumi 2028 no MPP bebere wo ho
ye do party no enti na bibi hia yen no ha yen ye de aba se party ni nye den enso mu mayen se ye pa nka ye betena ye ba bi na parties wo ho bebre a ye betumi akọ ye party a ye timani ya wo yen ya ye dama ye nim se we mu na ye wo enti no se ye de aba national ehwe mu no mo se omo nka hwe mfa ho a yeah, they better not do tie you better about it. Yeah, better from there. Yeah, he mean film here. But that's what they want to do. Into almost say me no be a transfer number and then in contest. I don't even know her. But almost say she worked during 2024 election. But what can say you gave me an opportunity to a job. But it's not true. Baby, how they me call enya holding na obo.
Polling station executives bi a wosom MPP e wo wejagbawe constituency ebinini na eno achi na owura set apraku dankwa enkane na we communication officer wosom amanyuko yi wonu so kasa bi a wo kire mu sei de enti a wantina wejagbawe na watutu anamon e da bepiem wo MPP headquarters no nyina ne so opese mpinfo tu ho anamon enani kire ya brekunam ye di ni hyew na wanhwe no wontu anamon enani kire ya de a wo nso Now, the composition of the committee clearly
goes against the guidelines that was prescribed. Now, let's look at the other aspect of it. Now, there is a calculated attempt to remove known persons that are known to be affiliated to the former member of parliament. So it means that anybody that worked during 2016, 2020, it means that the person is affiliated to the former member of parliament, Honorable Tina Giftina Elemensa. At the topest hierarchy sit and watch on for those people that are in the affairs of Wejagba country to do things with impunity. It means that the party is likely to lose. There is a deliberate attempt to remove, just as I have said, known persons of the former member of parliament.
Ora set Apreku Dankwa, Enkane, no communication officer was some NPP. Nanusi Pepe Pen Ora Bernard Kokupon, Openi or Henimu, Sabat on Oquia. You bet me didn't kunimde about it in a bon such chairman or bestman people wage by your constituency. Or so can say, I will say, O Marco Seminano and I'm pinfona king. Na near Sefem Company say, Kunya de toa will be a privy. Now Kunya at toa babe prehono, over Wejag Barria, on Penifobia and Ohonomo was Akunya with yem privy. Akunya with the yem preho, Akunya with the yem preho, and nobody in Aquacusi. Na a camia quase and seven predators and cophobia. A person Montana Kunyanasono, or Modi position here, secure the Momodada, almost a Montana ho, a Masadian Coso.
And ya brie, I Juma, Patino, ya dear, ya video Bibia Jumano. Yakofa, a minimum free, different, or money conference or crown, near Wababa contest, Hono. And the BMs is on Oben, positions now, it should be 7 positions, Woho. Oben, whenever you a police station where the Bia organizer and a chairman, pet, Ned Abasa, or Mopani and Tomaba. Ubusa say 5 now can we ya. And the entire say I didn't 7 positions I pray never go home the 2 about. Ubusa be say or must fix it like I know they won't even come away. So the entire say another more and so no me name some percent party no 2028 no yensa winning and I say yensa contract position because omo yama omode I mean yaudi bank of Fumbe.
Ora Bernard Kokupon or where today so Wejagba constituency about Tonu Kugua. Yabatu so abase titinani ena woni jojo sai twetwe nkoma ensemu wodi tudwa
ma yento akase bono so na akọ na mahemfo wo ma atena yemu a wode hyehyeye aba ama ne benifo se wobrekra National House of Chiefs yedi wonti ekora Ministry of Local Government Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs na nam say omone enema ntwanko wiesa enye anika womani nje ho sa na wone ohina na kwame amo enedi nkomo yeduru eye National House of Chiefs wontumedie mu a president oje ahoho yawojebi achemu akwa wiesa sesei wo hwe Constitutional Review Committee wontumedie no a eye nhyehyeye se Administrator of Two Lands and afei Lands Commission I no hwe Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources no yenka wo mu emom opanini se dabi oti ase enye enye ono nko a onuarama hemfo mo ewo House of Chiefs dwumadie mu nyina no omo ente sa hyede no ase enti omo twempanifo adwene sisi se saa na mo no ampanifo ahase etuo se wo the Administrator of Two Lands and afei Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources o kan wo nyina bom e de akwa akwhye eye hyede baako ase no mpanifo ase odwene ehwe kodaache a emwa yen enti mo ampanifo entu sa anamon no
Hi, one any minister of local government, especially minister, no, and then they are fine, you know, only ask them. Now, chieftaincy, independent under the constitution. And now, can local governance establish free and animal. I didn't know what say, a dear combatant ministry. I am independent. Now, send a constitution, I get 2 must say. Now, none more the only independent. You know, that's a budget allocation. Young fine man and animal. Yes, sorry, that yes, say, Basa, woman, you know, a more and you at your son there, a free chieftaincy. I didn't know Basa. Yanyin to not say a sample net here. A seminar shall say or say, you get on what them who yet to can order so many pa. I'll give it to me, then yan away Yankee miscellaneous account to her. Be a bad ediblica, Yapacusiano. And why a year meeting, say, yeah, on a near bay meeting, and a discabaya, and can ye yet to can meeting. Yet near maybe be a catching.
Oji ahoho ya ojebi sanso eto anso echire mu se Ghana de shebe jedi say National House of Chiefs be di wontwuma na wo hia sika ade aye wontwumadi eho akra gise no so opachew na wo free meetings ahodo wodo won se eto won sayem na etintim krata won be twiwo mu bi ewo Ministry of Local Government aso eye ansa na kakra wa na ede bema wo mo na omo da ye omo meetings no eno so won sa kan
There will be a free burger, however, I'm going to get the highest TNT. I'm on 1,002. Or VA or travel for 14 hours. Or the Abakumase. No bar, the certain allowance, I'm on 200. Hotel, I'm on 300. At the Enum Tupono, the TTS school for no. This is a perpetual meeting. And the independence now, you want. Then you wear a class, the royalties, most royalties, 10% depend on the MIA. Royalties, to Minla, it's a bayanse. I must say, see, America say, baby, good a good day, and many of the and free one more cranker. If you say, Omanu Yape, something my waswa, only one so not for Brava, I had 2 box sites over 80 years. I will see to cry and tie. The beer and fire charity 2 box sites for her.
The attending can a National House of Chiefs, one president, or Jiaho Yao JB. Ye jina we so, near to your jedi phone crab, Madame, yes, just say, money and tenaba, ye better talk as so.
Peace FM. O jamno no. Nansay dia wo jiwani. As a confidence level so asa kosropa. I was a maniji. If it's my fan Mr. Q, I a bear kasa. Wa fa meme dro Mr. Q, I a bear memua. Enya fe na wo be ye hu debate. Tell him. Hey, na ada no fan World Cup sa. That's all moi. Mr. Q, ya ma fenti. My bear memua. Case closed. Miss me person me bear man kasa. Enti menya Mr. Q ni bi wonyato. Mr. Q, our pharmacies, herba, and over-the-counter medicine shops. Dudua, Kokunlun Ghana Limited, East Legon, a Champion Junction. For 0244 139 176 and 0204 139 176. A member what in fear doing what trade cronkwa and the Mr. Q. FDA Aji Ejedian Kratuyatum.
At the top bar, hungry customers are waiting because a penalty is about to be taken. Abna has bent the jollof because she was celebrating Ghana's goal. Everything can wait because it's the FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 games live on SuperSport on DSTV from 11th June to 19th July. Reconnect from as little as 58 Ghana cedis per DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Last year was the first. This year, we go bigger.
2.0, Charlie.
Accra, get ready. From the 28th to the 31st of May, 2026, the ultimate auto and homes fair lands once again at Good Park, Accra Mall. Looking for a new car?
Push to start.
Your dream home.
Home sweet home.
Or the latest home appliances to spruce up your space.
Soft life vibe.
This is your one-stop shop for the best mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable offers from our auto, real estate, and home appliances partners. Don't just dream it. Come to Good Park from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026 and own something special.
Save the date.
Wheels and Homes Fair is powered by Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I lay aside, Fidelity.
Peace FM.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Awie Ghana this year ha and a brebe ma kwan na kase wo ye de be som wo don hwerintim no ye de nyina ebisi ya ye penny anwumere be som wo me Sadat Mohammed mene
Nana Ama and to for Enfant that Emma Olson's chemist. A drenadine the Olson's garlic capsules wine. Wait what the garlic and I ye unum be called nipper duanima a boa pomudin Emma behun sakrayama part who say a name be an yesinto or nipper duana emuno garlic noir dietitian Darren Brano or 2 and 4 ye jana yama e binkum nankebe cry my yen one p and my one quechi Emma new ewe janin emun say dear a drew in a one no more and near my garlic and a amount. Olson's garlic capsules were in a precope at your somewhere pomudin. NTN Ghana also we there for you everywhere you go. Network in this word they say. Ya no to MTN network and on now they hear calls with data services and Abetama chain. High Sense Ghana everyday prices for everyday people. My electrical appliances are who bit television set, washing machine, microwave, and so we have electric cooker. A High Sense of so and was a call. Ya no washene so high sense niema no ye papa enti na brano nkrofo tutu mrika kotu niema no wo ho na obeton na boden ede ma won ti wan kasa ko high sense won showroom bia ne kokwachi niema ahodo a wo eton ni bi wo brekra ebo no ewo from high sense say openchemu e chen de mede so media ene wada masa fresa telephone number 0302 550000 na high sense penny for ajo so Dolphin roofing system adamenti ya sidan no ye bebo so wobrekra adan enwunu na enhaya dwen kra tutumi kana ne Dolphin penny for eni nkomoe na wonhwe enye hyehye mapanso emfansomo aban adwuma yefo amaketu afa society genu anamo bank account ewo society genu no ene wode ne se wo ma afe baako kopem mfie miensa wode chance yi mawa wotua ne kakra wobrekra oha bia ni echi Trinity Theological Seminary no na chipe ewo Allied Fuel Station ho na obehunu Dolphin roofing system y ya for 0543 661716 and I say 0243 232818 obetimi so afre 0308 040096 Dolphin roofing system on kwana nchense asa wodwen sa wobodan so a ewo sa wodwen ho kane eye ohene yere spices wine we any spices nkuto eye natural preservatives bi anim onfa bibia mfrefre mu enti de ye aduane ne nipadi de kwa ne widie mu a emanapomudin no egina yie ode ye nkwan de ode ye jollof rice de wode estimi with chicken and asa with beef ne twinam no ne bewurura mu correct oh yes spaghetti and noodles me pancho ohene yere spices no or na salt mu akongotwe ene wo ho enti wo gine saa de aduane wo fidie mu a obi abedi aduane atafre ne nsa ne ebetwa okuruse so oba wo aduane ho te wae sa wo ye oba mu a utifie ye aduane abusuamu dibi na wukunu ana meme wo fidie mu emfre wo hema na echese wo aduane no ohene spices ne nsanim mane nsamremwe na wankasa nso wo muntwa okuruse ewo ho okontwa mu a ya tobiko ana fa 020 7805 398 and I say 0244 525908 or here spices are now edewu yankana sakeke ede papa ya na wajeme so say Lawson Herbal Center so ye na mekoji edro mapa aye friend no Lawson Law Care Mr ediama wo eboamo ba osiesie wo ho yie ye frɛ papa no the virgin doctor na enye wo no ene bo ne ho samrane saa ema edikanfo ya wo chance enom Lawson Law Care Mr no ensunsan so papa omunya wo mapomudie ho no wo mankasa ne bo doctor samrane ne se oye the virgin doctor isan se wo ma ase ho echisa ya de be ne ha wo ba a eninti no se bio wo hye wa mo ase a na wasene mu ye wo hene na wutiti entide wuti nsuo ba wo nsuso a wuntumi nya iti enye no nko a ya de ahodo bi asie wo nipadua ni mu ana ene emesere obaba wa obema ya wo nso obema ho ya de ahodo bi agu ho eninti unnie nika ewo ketemsem agrom no eye Lawson Law Care Mr no ene eni se epafidua mu ho oba no be me no na ma agro na ye deje na ba bia ye de ye convergent doctor na so aka be san se be ma oba bi achesa oko license chemical shop pharmaceutical shop and sen be aye ton bibidro bia busa se the virgin doctor dro no ebi wo ho no be ma obi dodo open do so po etu aton wa 0248 619999 and 0242 133577 ya na wa hye nso otwea herbal powder no ewo dwa so edro nie Divine Hope Herbal Center and the edra efene se otwea herbal powder edro we nkwa na wetumi ekakire yade bi o wedie mu so otwea nyen o peden wa hase ne wafiri ho de kɔ etimisrew ehese unya otwea herbal powder ni ewo fidue ne mu de ne moja abro so oba ya wono so so ene ketemusemu agro enema bi nkoyie wanya ennamu yade wadro no mese wa mu mese wanya ado mese wani die kasa kakra nipadua no adwumade ayeye ntino onwunu dwusa abo se wumpom nyina ayo oboho wa wonyare so ntia pode bia no waka wani masiso enye wo a mese ono motwea herbal powder na be nso wani mbesesa ebekanya ahode no ahode so nko beba de na tinka wa chi zede wufiri eye nkraha ekọ elubo me pacho ode no kra de ono no motwea herbal powder no ebetwe na bantem saa te se magnet no na ho dew no ebe mo hunu se yu hunu sane wa ya na ye na ajibi no no mate stroke cancer ne ulcer Ọtwe eba pound ho ya agyebi no nom oba etimi di boso miensa na wonko afikyire uzi o mekura se pad na neto afiri mi so hwe ebetwa hwe wo baabi mogya ne ta ho enye nti no ena nyame abo na de a wa hye se boso mi so wosi sane na eba se wunyinsan ye na wo hu se boso mienu boso miensa boso nan onko afikyire wo baagye otwea herbal powder ne benunom na be chance abeba kama na wankasa ohyiame a wo betwa mekuruse Otria was Ojane Shiwa, Wara Beba, Divine Hope Herbal Center, Woma na Edri Efri Eba, you may have maintain in young day, a day and you menu Sancasiano, a some more.
We say Prophetess Dr. Mercy, Oku,